Hey everyone, welcome, parents, students. Thanks for tuning in today. In this explainer, we are breaking down your brand new grade 10 Nifty schedule and introducing the truly incredible teaching team that's going to be guiding you through the year. Whether you are a student gearing up for the academic challenges ahead or a parent wanting to support your kid's daily routine, getting a solid grip on the structure of the school day is absolutely vital. We're going to look closely at the recent updates, how the week is divided up, and exactly who will be in the classroom with you. Okay, let's dive into this.
So, what's on the agenda today? We are going to cover the big announcement, look at your weekly learning modalities, navigate your daily routine, and finally, meet your faculty team. Let's get right to it.
Section 1, the announcements. Okay, so the absolutely critical detail here is the timeline. These minor schedule tweaks for grade 9 and 10 students, they officially kick in starting next week on Monday, August 17th, 2026. This means you've got a little bit of time to let this explainer sink in, double-check those alarm clocks, and get completely mentally prepared for the new flow of your week before Monday arrives. Now, you might be wondering why the change. Well, Dr. Marwan Abmarga, the director of K-10, put it perfectly in his letter to everyone. The whole point is to, quote, optimize alignment of instructional periods, health breaks, and lunch breaks. Basically, this is entirely designed to elevate the student experience. It ensures that when you're in class, you're laser-focused, and when it's break time, you're actually getting that vital time to unplug and recharge, which, let's be real, we all desperately need.
Moving right along to Section 2, weekly learning modalities.
So, how is your week actually split up? We are looking at a really solid hybrid model here. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are your designated face-to-face on-campus days, interacting in person in the classroom. But Tuesdays and Fridays, those are your dedicated online learning days at home. It creates a really nice rhythm, right? You kick off the week on campus, shift gears to online for Tuesday, bounce back for a solid 2-day block on Wednesday and Thursday, and then wrap up the week focused on independent or virtual learning on Friday. Pretty balanced for sure.
All right, take a deep breath because here is the whole shebang, the complete grade 10 Nifty schedule grid. I know, looking at a giant spreadsheet full of colors and blocks can feel a bit overwhelming at first glance. It's kind of like a giant puzzle, but don't stress, that is exactly why we're doing this explainer. We are going to take this massive bird's eye view and chop it down into bite-sized, totally manageable steps so you know exactly what to expect.
Which brings us to Section 3, navigating the daily routine. Let's talk about the anchor points of your day, the fixed milestones no matter what specific subjects you're taking. First things first, Monday mornings start bright and early at 7:30 a.m. for the flag ceremony. Definitely going to need to set those alarms loud for that one. Then, every single day, you get a crucial 30-minute health break right at 9 a.m. Trust me, you'll want to take advantage of that. Then, at 11:30 a.m., you get a full, glorious, uninterrupted hour for lunch. Finally, the absolute latest you'll be hitting the books wraps up by 4:30 p.m. Having these predictable anchor points just makes the whole academic day feel a lot more grounded. Now, what happens at the very end of the day? Well, that final stretch from 3:30 to 4:30 shifts dynamically depending on what day of the week it is. Check this out. On Mondays and Wednesdays, you actually get a slight early out, just a quick 30-minute homeroom check-in that wraps up at 4 p.m. But on the other days, you go until 4:30 for specific things. Tuesday is all about math lab. Thursday is reserved for your clubs, which is always fun. And Friday, you close out the week with reading lab. Actually, it's pretty great because it means your day doesn't just end with standard lectures. You're getting targeted labs or extracurriculars. And finally, Section 4, meet your faculty team. First up, the absolute anchor of your section, your official grade 10 Nifty class advisor, Mr. Alfonso Victor C. Castro. And as you'll see in just a second, Mr. Castro is actually wearing 2 hats this year because he's also serving as your English teacher. So you're definitely going to be seeing a lot of him throughout your school week. Now, this is something I absolutely love about this schedule. For your core subjects, you don't just get one teacher, you get an entire squad. Seriously, look at this support system. Mr. Castro is backed up in English by Brother Alexander and Sister Cassandra. For math and science, Mr. Brusello and Miss Mendoza each have 2 dedicated co-teachers right there in the trenches with them. Miss Garcia is leading GMRC alongside her co-teachers, and for Filipino, Miss Punay is joined by an incredible trio. It's basically a guarantee that if you ever need extra help, there is always someone ready to jump in. Rounding out the rest of your stellar faculty, we've got Miss Gulmatiko taking on Arling Panlipunan, Miss Isaac for TLE, and Mr. Barona leading your Click Computer Education. And for your physical well-being and creativity, you've got Miss Malong for Music and Arts and Mr. Unso for PE and Health. Again, notice the pattern here? Every single subject comes with a dedicated set of co-teachers. Definitely take note of these names because this whole team is here for one reason, to make sure you succeed this year. And just like that, we've reached the end of our explainer. You've got the roadmap, you know the times, the online-offline split, and the amazing team of teachers backing you up. So the only question left to ask is, how are you going to use this freshly optimized schedule to absolutely maximize your learning this school year? Take this info, build some epic study habits around those health breaks, and get ready to crush grade 10 Nifty. Thanks so much for hanging out with me to unpack all this, and I wish you guys the absolute best of luck.